Lights on. Hold the pictures. Yeah. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to the Relationship Theory. Here we take thoughts and break them down and stuff. Let me turn down Horizon by Cerulean once again. You can see the habit here. I listen to songs on repeat, but they have to be infinity songs, as they call them. Anyway, going to the Relationship Theory, an idea just came across onto me. Now, I've described this in another way before, but here's a perfect way to talk about this topic. It's actually okay to mention that. That's not anything. And the way I've talked about this was that narcissistic people, this has nothing to do with him, I know, narcissistic people will reject the soulmate within themselves because they can actually feel the energy difference between their soulmate inside of themselves. That tension, as the only video on electromagnesis you'll ever need explains, that tension helps you resolve the tension because it's asking you to pay attention to call out what the tension is offering to you, which is really just your will telling you there's something I need to possess that will fulfill me and my spirit. Now, however, this idea about gender dysphoria hit me, and it made me realize it's the same concept. Gender dysphoria is the same concept without me mentioning the whole bit about denial. Let me explain. So, if narcissism is, I have had gender dysphoria, and I have consistently struggled with the idea for a while that I was a woman, because there were certain aspects about me that I just could not believe was so feminine in nature. This caregiving spirit, this enduring spirit, this rage, this unbridled rage and wrath that sat underneath. It didn't wish to be expressed, but it did sit underneath all of my other emotions, which were the masculine urges and nature of my being, my divinity. Now, gender dysphoria comes in where the confusion lays. I tend to describe, actually that's fear. I was going to say that I tend to describe confusion as an important value underneath. That's fear. Confusion is revealing that your value is about to change. And with gender dysphoria, the problem that you're having is that you can feel the characteristics and nature of your soulmate within you, closely related to the masculine or feminine, respectively. Characteristics and urges that you lean towards the most for your being. The gender dysphoria comes in where, not where you look down and you think you're supposed to be this way. It's you understand the masculine and feminine polarity within characteristics, within embodying them. Like bravery. You probably think of a man first. Like courage and willpower. You probably think of a man first. Like enduring the suffering and love. You probably think of a woman first. Okay? Grace, elegance, and beauty, you probably think of a woman first. These characteristics of a person who's coming into themselves more and more, who understands where they lean when it comes to certain characteristics within themselves, they can feel the masculine from some of them and the feminine from some of them. I'm not saying they take the masculine aspect. Like I said, they don't look down and attribute bravery, courage, beauty, and elegance as one. No one does that. That's not what just gender dysphoria describes, and certainly not from my perspective either, which would be the one true perspective. It's just as simple as you feel gender dysphoria because, unlike narcissism, you're not in denial of your masculinity or respective femininity. You merely are in full acknowledgement of the characteristics that come with being you. And here's the good thing about gender dysphoria. It allows you to know that you actually trust your partner with reflecting certain characteristics and personality traits that have nothing to do with their hinder parts, with what's going on underneath. So understand this. You feel gender dysphoria sometimes, excuse the noise, because you are closely related to certain natures and characteristics about yourself that matter to you regardless of whether they are masculine or feminine traits. But likewise, you show the same consideration and overall attention and respect, most importantly, to what's outside of you, reflecting just the same. So gender dysphoria is actually your awareness playing itself out. You get through to the other end when you realize that it's not about being confused. You're actually self-aware and full of clarity. It's merely about the respect. You're most likely looking outside of yourself to help you reflect your understanding. And when you're doing that, you're not doing yourself a disservice, neither are you making a mistake. Wanting a community of people who respect characteristics about both men and women, male and female, regardless of which personality traits are attracted to them or exude from them, is actually a key sign that you belong to that community, because why wouldn't you want to reflect what you want to see in the world? Have a good day.